This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with Tennessee Highway Patrol. Pedestrian safety is a two-way street. Both drivers and walkers need to do their part to keep roads safe. When you're walking, remember, the drivers may not always see you, so remember to use these tips to continue to walk safely. Wear bright clothes. Always use crosswalks and obey signs. Lights and reflectors should be used. And finally, keep alert and do not walk distracted. This message brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol. This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
And good morning again, and welcome to TalkBackLive in the morning. It is now 8:00. Let's see here. Thing won't come down on me here. There we go. Let's see. 8:06. 6 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock Central Time. And a very pleasant good morning to you on a Tuesday morning. Yes, a lovely, wonderful Tuesday morning. And starting your day off at 58 degrees. 58 degrees under a rainy sky. A beautiful day to start your day on a Tuesday. And I tell you what, we have a great show lined up for you today. Hot topics of discussion, news, local, national, international. And the number to call is 901-213-6020. Again, the number to call is 901-213-6020. And we'd be glad to get your comments. You can join us on live as well. You can leave your comments there, or you can join us on Spreaker. It's a app. You can download it on all devices, your computers, laptops, pads, or whatever you have. As far as computer is concerned, and your phone, it is SPREAKER. And once you search Talkback Live, and you'll hear us loud and clear. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Bob. Good morning, everybody out there listening, watching, tuning in. Glad to be back this week. Another great show we got lined up for you today. On this Tuesday morning, man, a lot to get into with everything going on in the world, man. Hopefully we can come on in here and provide y'all with the needed information and entertainment to keep y'all rolling on this this Tuesday, man. Everybody is going through the whole, I guess you could say, quarantine process because everybody's stuck there. No matter where you are in the country or really the world, everybody's just about the same situation, which is a very rare case when you have everybody under the same circumstances.
Oh, yeah.
Internationally, not just nationally. So definitely glad to be back on and ready to talk about some of these things. But real quick, I know Bob just kind of went through all of those there, but I can reiterate those real quick. You can follow us on social media. First of all, you can follow us on Facebook, Talkback Live with Bob and Josh, which a lot of you are watching us right now. Like our page, if you've done so, check us out there. Also, Talkback Live Network on Facebook and WTBL Talkback Live Network on Facebook as well. Also, I believe I said Twitter. If I didn't, I'll mention it again. Twitter at Talkback Live, one word, at Talkback Live. Also on the Spreaker app, SPREAKER, once again, on any device you may have, download it, search Talkback Live on there. Also, we're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, the iHeartRadio apps. Search Talkback Live there as well, and you will find all of our podcasts and everything that we've done on there. So, that's it, man. So, if you're ready, we can go ahead and get it on.
All right, and I tell you what, let's go ahead and get it started. And in the headlines today, we've got the epidemic, or whatever you want to call it, it continues, folks, and seems like, well, to some people, it seems like this thing is never going to go away. What do you think? Should we continue to talk about this thing and give it momentum, or should we just forget about it and just take care of ourselves? Well, there's a lot of people doing a lot of crazy things. You know what I'm talking about. Well, let's talk about it. Josh, there's a lot of things going on, and we're going to start off and with the, coronavirus. It is still around, and people are talking about it every single day, and they just talk and give it all kinds of prompts and things of that nature, but basically it's all about taking care of yourself, washing your hands, and I guess a lot of people now are beginning to wash their hands. That tell us that a lot of people didn't care about washing their hands. A lot of people ate lunch without washing their hands, ate dinner without washing their hands. They never washed their hands, or did they? Because it's a lot of things. One of the things now a lot of people are emphasizing on, more people are hanging over the bathroom sink or wherever they're washing their hands. And soap is the best thing to do your hands with. But then if you use sanitizer, a lot of people bought. I mean, speaking of that, I mean, if you, let me finish. If you're using sanitizer, that's only gonna last. You can only do your hands sanitizer, and then it's eventually you're gonna have to get the soap water.
Well,
that's the best sanitizer.
Yeah,
it cleans the hands. Yeah.
I know, kind of into it there, but we're gonna get into what's the latest going on with this whole, pandemic situation. But one thing, and I know, whenever something comes up, we kind of go with it. And I think I said this we were last on, which I guess I think it was sometime last week, was the most of what you see, right, gone from the store is alcohol, and I'm not just talking about beverages. I'm talking about like the rubbing alcohol and hand sanitizer. But you still see all the you still see all the Ajax and the Dawn, dishwashing liquid, all that stuff on your hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even regular hand soap. I was able to get some. Not that long. So I think people forget. Sanitizer's cool, and alcohol and all that sort of stuff. But you can still wash your hands. Don't even get me started on the soap. Like the blocks.
Yeah.
I mean, there are tons of it still in the store.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
But they for some reason people feel they've got to get sanitizer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But, people have spent hundreds of dollars stocking themselves up on the sanitizer, which I guess you can have it when you go out, and you don't have to open, with you in the car or whatever, bottle of sanitizer, you can use that. I mean, who uses a bottle of sanitizer in one day? I mean, it'll last for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna last.
I would think.
That's why all this hoarding stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think with a lot of, at least to me, now I can't get your essential stuff, and then when you got a lot of people shopping at the time when they usually wouldn't be, that's leading to a lot of these outages. Don't even get started on toilet paper.
Well, I tell you what, before we get started on that, and all the people that are coming in, we want to take this opportunity to wish one of our listeners, and that's my sister.
Yes.
Out of Humboldt, and she said I knew what it was. I know what it is. It's her birthday, and she's 76. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
You're gonna get her calling.
No. But anyway, happy birthday to Midget today.
Yes, Aunt Carla.
Yeah, Humboldt, Tennessee. And,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Yes, and many, many, many more.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, and talking about the corona virus, stores are closing, restaurants. What other things are closing? Non-essential places.
Yeah, whatever's considered non. And
okay, so you can't
it's
go.
Almost too many to name.
You can't go in the restaurants. They're going to be closed.
Well, no. See, here's the thing. Now, any restaurant that does not have like a pickup curb or something like that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to allow that now.
No, they are.
And not after this evening, when we talk about, we'll get checking what the mayor has issued citywide shutdown. I don't know if restaurants will be able to, people be able to go in the restaurants and pick up food, after 6 o'clock this evening. Well, if you know, this is what's going to hurt some of those restaurants that don't have drive-throughs. This is going to hurt some of those. Those restaurants. Your typical restaurants, McDonald's, Sharks, that's some catfish. Yes. Anyway, serious.
I can tell he learned that recently.
Burger King, all of those type of restaurants like that have drive. They're gonna get the bulk of the business. I don't know if people will be allowed to go inside the lobby. To me, if they allow people inside the lobby to pick up food, I mean, that's just as bad to me as people going in eating. I mean, because people flood the lobby. And you have all these people in there ordering, waiting for lunch or whatever, how the rest of that. Maybe only 3 or 4 people in at a time. I don't know. But if they don't, then you're going to have a whole bunch of people standing in the lobby, and you'll never know who's there with the virus, who's not with the virus. But to me, I think the best thing to do is those places that only have drive-thrus, to be open.
Now, I understand, and this is going into. I will say this, and the clip is we're talking about it right now.
What the mayor says, Strickland.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's a voice on it, but it's talking about what he said.
Yeah,
and what's essential and what is non-essential, and I think that's very important for people to know. So just in case you are going to go out there and that business you're trying to facilitate is essential, you're not going to be there looking like fool because they're closed.
You can't go get your hair done, ladies.
Yeah, that's going to be one of them.
Yeah, your fingernails and all that kind of fake stuff.
Now, before
some a real fingernail,
I know.
But some people have, those. Do they still wear those nails? Back in the day, back way back in the day, they glue those nails on your fingers. You put glue on your fingernail, and then you put the false nails on. I don't even know if they still do that kind of stuff anymore. Is there a better way that they do it, or
I don't know the process.
I mean,
at least me personally,
a lot of women, some women have their own real fingernails, and they look real good. So, but anyway, all right, Josh, what do we got?
But yeah, we're going to get into this real quick. What's essential, what's not essential? We're going to play this clip via Fox 13. We'll be right back.
Okay, take a listen.
Of cases in our area, County, Memphis, and other cities in Shelby want you to get ready to shelter in place. Memphis was the first to announce that home executive order. It begins tomorrow at 6 p.m. Essential businesses can have, those are the can open. Fox 13's Wright explains what this means to you and what you can and cannot do.
Let's start with something you can do. You can go to the grocery store, immediately necessary doctor's appointments, and to a restaurant drive-through or even up. Of course, that leaves things that you can't do. Mayor Jim Strickland was surrounded by Memphis doctors and medical experts who say this is coronavirus. Let's talk about essential services. If you work at one of these, Mayor Strickland says you should be closed. Beauty and barber, retail businesses that don't have delivery or curbside pickup, gyms, malls, and theaters. Some notable businesses that made the essentials list, meaning you have to go to work unless your boss says so: FedEx, warehouses, child care services, banks, and gas stations. Of course, includes first responders and medical personnel. To doctors at Mayor Strickland's side, why this order is necessary.
The physicians in the state of Washington are having to decide if it gets to that case, going to rationing health care. And we obviously don't want that to happen in our community if we can do everything at all possible.
I also asked City Councilman Dr. Jeff Warren if vulnerable people, the elderly, immunocompromised, and pregnant women should be separated from others, particularly if they have loved ones that are considered to be essential. He told me you should manage your home like you normally would, and there's no need to separate vulnerable populations. We've top of these professionals and make sure we are there just in case any of this information changes. Then that Memphis City Hall, right? Fox.
Okay, there you have it. And too, I'll let you know our phone lines are open: 901-213-6020. What do you think about all this? Essential, non-essential. The city is going to be shut down. Now, do you believe that all these people are going to stay at home?
No.
Do you believe that? I don't believe it. I don't believe all these people are going to stay home. But I think a lot of them will stay home because some people are fearful of the virus. And by right they should. I mean, you shouldn't just be wandering out, in the city aimlessly, not doing anything. You don't have anything in mind, just to be out there to disobey the mayor. Well, I'm not going to do anything the mayor said. I am, nothing to do with it. What has to do with your life? That's to me what is.
Yeah.
Hey,
but look,
yeah.
you talk about that. I mean, that would be a next level of stupidity for people. And look, you can't rule it out because we've seen a lot of that happening. Like you talking about the beaches in Miami and Cancun and all that stuff. People were still doing the spring break thing until they shut the beaches down from going, because it's still going like nothing's going on.
A lot of young people, though.
No, yeah, exactly. Still, there's young people here.
Yeah, but that was crazy.
I
don't know why. Well, where were the parents of all this? They went to the beach, and the guy in Florida, the governor flew over and said, "Get off my beach." I mean,
Yeah.
But they all laying out there close to each other and all that kind of junk. And just, I guess a lot of the young people think they're immune to this virus. Well, to me, I think the information that has come out is that a big percentage of those people that are in the hospital that are suffering from the virus are from the age 22, 23, all the way up to age 6. Those are the age group right now that have been hospitalized. Mostly that are suffering from this. So there's a lot of young people that are involved in this, and they're thinking that they're immune to the whole deal.
Well,
they're
I
not.
mean, I done heard different stats. I mean, I heard that it's affecting more. At one point they were saying it's affecting more older people more seriously than younger people, and then they said there are more younger people being affected.
Well, I think
just to your point, real quick, is that they say more younger people are being affected than previously thought later on. But all is, I think, whatever's true or what's not true, I think what they're trying to do is, if they have to scare some folks doing what they need to do, then they're going to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you hear a lot of these doctors saying, well, young folks, y'all can get it. This is happening, and whatever the case is, so don't trip. You can just do what you want. So
yeah, I don't know if people think that they couldn't get it. I don't know. I don't get it.
Now,
go ahead.
Another point. When you were talking about what's essential and what's not, I got the list here.
Okay.
And I won't read all of it because it's a lot. But I'm gonna go with some of the essentials and some of the non-essentials. So, which do you want to start with first?
Non-essential.
Non-essential. Now, these are the businesses that will be closed.
Right.
And if you're looking for this, don't look for it because it's not going to be there. Okay? All right. Number 1, personal appearance businesses such as salons, eyelash salons, barbershops, tattoo shops, and body piercing shops.
It needs to be closed.
So
body piercing.
Anywho, but if you're during the corona pandemic, you're trying to get a piercing, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, you can't get it.
Retail with no exclusive delivery or curbside pickup.
That's not essential.
Yeah.
Okay, so no curbside pickup.
If you don't have it. If you don't have it, you're going to be closed.
Okay, if they don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
And recreation facilities, bowling alleys, and trampoline parks.
Yeah.
Those will be closed. Indoor rock climbing. Those will be closed for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Craft businesses such as, making clay and building stuff, that's going to be closed. Gyms, including spin facilities, closed. Concert venues such as Minglewood Hall, closed. Theaters, Playhouse on the Square, Hattiloo Theater, places like that, closed. Theaters closed. Shopping malls, golf courses, sporting event venues.
Whoa. Golf courses?
Yeah.
Golf be closed.
Why not?
I mean, it's out in the open, the air, open event.
Yeah, a lot of room for coughing.
Nah, I
Stuff
don't
like
know
that.
about that. I don't know about that one.
No, I'm cool
I
with
mean, if you're not indoors, it dissipates in the air. I don't get that one.
Dissipate in the air.
I mean, all that outdoor air that's there and the wind is blowing. If you cough, it's not like it's building up in a room or something.
You're blowing the coronavirus all over the place.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Fill America with corona, the virus, air or something? All that space. I don't get that. I don't agree with that one. Golf course.
So, if y'all plan on going out there, don't do it. They may come get you. Sports venues such as FedEx Forum and places like that.
Right? The Grizzlies out. Season gone. Tigers basketball gone.
Yeah.
Anything that's like that, it is gone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
College
Baseball season.
All of
that's gone.
Major League. I mean, even baseball is about to start
everything
back up.
is shut. Now let me ask you this, John. Do you think people are overreacting?
What do you mean? To shutting all this stuff down?
Shutting all this.
Really? Not really. And I think the reason why I don't think this is, I mean, you got a lot of stuff that could end up happening here. You're talking about a virus, right?
Mm-hmm.
That it can remain undetected for quite a while, for weeks, and you not know you have it. You have no symptoms or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you can end up passing it along to other people.
Yeah.
Just based on that alone. Now, I know, I'm guessing. But anyway.
I'm listening.
Just based on that alone, I think that's enough reason to cancel whatever you need to cancel.
Yeah.
And now, I'm not even going to lie. There was a point in time where I was thinking, is it all necessary to do all this and that, right? And this was several weeks ago when we were first hearing about the coronavirus possibly coming into the United States. We weren't really sure the severity. Because, to be honest, us in the U.S., we're kind of spoiled. You know what I mean?
Well, did we actually expect the coronavirus to the United States, or it was something overseas and some people
it's kind of wild,
blaming the Chinese for all this.
And that's another thing. But to your point about that's really kind of what I just said. Really, is that I think we're spoiled in the United States, meaning we didn't really think it was going to come over here. You see that type of thing happen in the United States that often. Usually, like, okay, that's going to happen in China. That's China,
right.
Or if that happens in Africa, that's Africa. The U.S. we don't have that stuff.
It is normally contained within a certain area.
No, not even that. I ain't gonna say that. It just don't come here.
Yeah.
I think we're better than that, and that ain't gonna happen here.
Well, I mean, this is different though. This is viruses that they a cure for. The virus, you can go anywhere and get treated. And then it's gone.
It ain't even about that though. Like, to me, like, any virus can happen. If you travel from China to Ebola, even though that didn't spread too much, but it can come here. But this is a different animal. There's no question about it. Something is different about the way the coronavirus spreads. So. It is what it is. But my main point wasn't even really about how it spreads or whatever. Right. It's the thought and the arrogance, I think, of the United States, is that, hey, we didn't think we were going to get it. Myself. You see, hey, look, if y'all are being real with yourselves.
So you don't think this country was ready for it?
No.
You don't think the president and the Congress took this serious enough to combating against it before it hit this country?
Absolutely nobody. When you got a president that fires and disbands his pandemic team or response in the White House and things of that nature before this happens. The reason you do something like that is like, well, the United States doesn't have stuff like this happen.
Okay, I hear people talking about saying that,
Yeah.
you know, that
Well,
they blame the president and all that.
Well,
I'm not saying
but yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't. You know, he neglected some things. But what I'm saying is, maybe do you think a lot of people are blaming this president just because he's a Republican and not a Democrat?
Well, you know what? This is me being honest.
I mean, probably never know without a Democrat.
I'll give you an answer. I'll give you an answer. First of all, the Republican Party has been so pathetic. And you can say that about the Democratic Party too. But because of what's been recently, has been so pathetic when it comes to caring about the American people, when it comes to people that are less fortunate, when it comes to anything that's not related to rich folks or the upper 1% or the big businesses or anything of that nature. They have so little trust in the American people now that, you know, they're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. It is. And even with their reaction to this, let's think about it. And this is another topic here, because I know we're kind of going around to different things.
Right.
When you talk about what's going on with this stimulus bill,
okay,
you have an opportunity to get $1 trillion+ to the American people to help some folks that really need it.
Okay, well, who's holding this up?
Well, both sides say
No, the Republicans have a package deal that they get out and get to the public right away. But the Democrats say, hold thing.
Yeah.
That's not enough. They're still fighting on this whole situation. There are people out there that are waiting to get relief and saying, we don't agree with that. They're saying, we this is our package. They said this is not good enough. And so they're failing it. Are they failing? Are they not just failing Republicans? They're failing the American people. That's what they're doing. And even though, you know, that stimulus package really wasn't good enough, the Democrats, I don't think I've heard any of the Democrats ever and propose or let us know what kind of package they were talking about. They're just, you know, saying it's not good enough, it's not good enough, it's not good enough, and they're just voting it down. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody out there, maybe you're listening, maybe you heard the Democrats say what type of stimulus pack they may have for the American people. I have.
Well, I think it just today that they have a proposal that they're going to put out there today. I mean, more details on that as it comes out. But and I say that because I saw a little bit about it this morning. But the whole point is when the Republicans came up with this package in the first place, a lot of people believe is holding up this from going through is that hundreds of millions of dollars in breaks for rich and for big businesses. People think at the end of the day, this does go through against people in the long run.
What I'm hearing is that one-time deal that the Republicans are proposing, the stimulus package, and that once you get it, it's a $3,000 package for a family of 4. Yeah, that's what they're proposing, and then there's no more stimulus money after that in case this goes a little longer. The Democrats are saying, "Hey, we need to propose more money," or if they're saying that's okay what they're proposing, but they need to have it where if that's not enough, if the virus doesn't get things moving, if it doesn't get dissolve, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and they still need the stimulus package to continue for the American people and the economy. They want to be able to continue on with that deal. So, and my phone is ringing, but I can't see nothing.
Yeah, that.
Okay, there it is.
Okay, I've sent the caller voicemail. Goodbye.
Who told you to send it to voicemail? Who told you to send it to voicemail?
These phones are a trip, man. If I was you, I'd unplug it and plug it back in. Because I know that cord will act the fool.
No, it was my phone with just black screen.
No, I'm saying I think that cord has something to do with it. Yeah.
I mean, there we go. Mm-hmm. All right, it's plugged back in now. So whoever called, you're welcome to call 901-213-6030. Aaron, go for it. Man, I hadn't heard from him in a while.
What's going on?
Yeah, Derek King. I mean Derek Clark. Derek and Clark. Frankie. Thanks for listening. Tarvis and Tigert. Greg, good morning to you. And all of you out there that are watching and listening. What do you think about this situation? I think they wanted to be able, Democrats want to be able to.
No, but look.
Where they can continue on doing more stimulus money if it's needed.
Okay.
So, all right.
From
to accept. What's up, Rowdy Tigert? How you doing?
Welcome to the show. Good morning on a Tuesday.
Good morning. I'm not yet, thank goodness. Not showing any symptoms or anything of sort. But
good to know, man.
I put a comment on there, and I just wanted to point out, the city of South Haven, they put the safer home law in place, but they exclude over 4,000 square feet. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Are you likely to get it in less than 4,000 square feet, or less likely to get it in a building over 4,000 square feet? What does it matter?
That's the dumbest thing.
Good.
Yeah.
I read, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. If you want to thing, keep people out of the stores, do it the right way, right? But, anything over square feet is considered a big business, so they're going to take the business so they get that tax revenue in.
Exactly.
But it is what it is.
Now, so, wait, is that in South Haven?
Yes, South Haven.
Wow.
Most amazing thing I ever read in my life. I'm like, well, they might as well not have done it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, of course, your big furniture store. I mean, all these retailers like places like that were touching stuff and put it on to sales. Yeah. But, it is what it is, right? Now, one thing I wanted to point out, and I want to read something to you that put out by one of our local senators here in Tennessee. Okay? Hold on just a second. So part of this bill that is holding things up is they want to put wind and solar tax credits in this bill.
What?
Fuel emissions.
Whoa.
Well, I was gonna let you go ahead.
I mean, what bill are you talking about?
This thing was
the one that just got turned. The one that the stimulus bill that they're trying to push through.
Yeah.
They're wanting to put fuel emission standards. Okay. Wind tax credits. Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Collective bargaining unions. What does that have today?
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
With the current situation going on.
Yeah.
You got people that are being laid off left and right because they're to close down. Okay? Because they're trying to protect us, right? The American people. But then you got politicians going back and forth up there playing the political game.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially trying this bill, right? They're what they want in on this because it slid through, right? They think they can just get it slid through and ram it down the throat. They need to focus on the American people and what's going to. I'm worried about the senior citizens, okay? Yeah. I'm worried about people that are losing their jobs, okay? Temporarily. They need this money. Yeah. People that half a paycheck to a half a paycheck. You know, I mean, everybody says paycheck by paycheck. That sometimes it's worse. They're not paying all their bills paycheck they get. But, you know, so now they get nothing. Put the politics aside. I don't care if you're a Republican. Put it aside. If I had the money right now, I got so infuriated when I read this tweet from a senator that's up there voting on this stuff. I got so enraged, upset that if I had a couple $100 million, I'd pull a Trump or what's that clown from with the guy from New York. Oh goodness, I forgot his name. To spend all that money.
Bloomberg. Yeah.
I just put none of the like Brewster's Millions.
Yeah,
like I just put none of the above on every ballot in the country and get them all.
I don't blame you.
Right? You get them all gone because it's about the American people now. It's not about yam stuff right now. This is, to me, it's important. These are important things they need to look at. Yes,
well, no, I think they can, talking about this package the Republicans are wanting to pass. If they're in agreement with it, pass that, and then later on go back and say, hey, we'll pass it, get this money sent to the people, but at the same time, we're not done with the deal. We'll sign this portion so that they can get there. But at the same time, we want to continue this argument over whether they're going to get more money if they need stimulus money later on, if everybody doesn't go back to work. I think there's a way you could do it. I think this is really crazy at this that Republicans and Democrats are fighting at each other over this whole thing. Some Democrats, a lot of time, they feel they've got the people under their wings that's going to vote for them, that's going to cry for them, going to be there for them. So they say, well, we're not concerned about them. We're going to have them. Black people are going, did I say that? Black people are going to be there anyway. They're going to vote Democrat. So let's do whatever we want to do. We get them so we can just, do whatever we do to try to please the other. So whatever we do as Democrats, the black people are going there. They're not going to fight against it. There'll be some nice, sweet old heads and not and trust us. We're not going to get them their money. That's what they're wanting to do. But
Well, here's another thing. Another thing. Okay, inside this bill, I also saw, okay, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think that this would, considering it came from they want to include $35 million towards the JFK for arts to keep it sustainable during this crisis.
I mean, but wait a minute, hold it. Where is this stimulus money supposed to be going? Who is it supposed to be going to now?
The $35 million they're saying they want to include $35 million allocated to the John F. Kennedy Performing Arts.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay.
All of that is crazy, is nonsense, and I don't know why these people don't do what they're supposed to do when they're representing. What are you representing the people? If their people are Democrats, they're Republicans, or they're there to represent the people. They're not anything right now to get stimulus package deal out
Gotcha.
To support whatever. Hey, man, we appreciate the call. And thanks.
I love you.
Yeah.
I'm on and off on your show, but I absolutely love you. So when I get the opportunity, I jump on. Thank you for what y'all do.
Hey, appreciate you,
Thanks,
sir.
Rod.
Really, thank you. All right. 012-16020 is the number to call. If you have anything to say at all, coronavirus. One of the things that's shocking to me, and some people are bringing it up, is that they say, well, if you shut down the city or the country and all these people go home and they telling you just go home, stay home. Some people are saying, okay, you have a lot of people staying at home, and some homes have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. What are they going to do?
A lot of people
In that home, all bust up in the house, and where they can't go anywhere. They're being told to stay at home. And, so I don't know. What are they going to do? Some people say, well, they're going to end up fighting each other. And then there's going to be a lot of domestic violence, because if the woman is in a situation, then she's away from the guy that's beating her constantly and abusing her. Because if she gets out, she's breaking an order, which is telling her or demanding that she stay at home. And she could be...
Say what?
So what is she going to do if she's living in a domestic situation to where she's been beaten? Well, I guess for one thing, I don't know. Maybe she can call the domestic violence hotline.
Hey, but real quick. Okay, so where did this scenario? Is this a real? I guess it is. I mean, that's something I hadn't actually.
Yeah.
But is this a thing that's been discussed?
Yeah. I mean, so if they can't go anywhere, where they be? They're going to be in the homes.
Yeah.
You think about all these Negroes in the home in these areas of town where there's a lot of crime going on. And some families can't get along. White families, they can't get along. Black families, some families can't get along.
Well, you know what?
I mean, so what is it? Is it making?
Well, you know what though? You know what?
Or is that just something, Josh? Is that just something that you just have to say, hey, we have to stop the virus? Now, if they can't get along, that's something they have to deal with themselves.
All right. So my answer is that because, hey, and there's care about it or whatever the case is. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't cater to every situation. I mean, you try as much as you can.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you got families not civil enough to get along in a situation like this, and I don't know what to tell you. But I mean, it's either that or whatever. I mean, you can still send people. I mean, look, it's amazing to even come up with that scenario. But I guess if you're at home with people that you don't want to be in there, and depending on whose house it is, if you hear what I'm saying, depending on whose house it is, you get them out your house.
Yeah.
I don't care what situation is going on. They don't need to be there. It is what it is. They're going to have to breathe the air outside and find them another place.
Yeah, I get it.
That's just what you're going to have to do.
Or either,
there is no other option. Like if you're in you can't just sit there and be unhappy. Either that or you move. Right?
Yeah. Or either a car.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
But yeah. No. I think, I don't know. Hopefully people can get, what was it, Rodney King?
Yeah.
Can we all just get along?
Now, I know when we were talking about the stimulus bill, right? Yeah. We never played the story. And if you do want to play it,
let's play that story.
Just let me
so
know.
People can get an understanding of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe listening to this story, or does it just let us know, how does it sound to you? What do you think about the stimulus package? Do you think they should have been mailed it out 3 weeks ago, or
whatever you think?
What do you think? I tell you what, we're going to take a listen to it, and when we finish, we'll come back.
Yes, sir.
And we'll take your calls and your comments on this. It is 8:53, past the hour of 8 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Tuesday. Take a listen to this.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Doug Dunbar reporting tonight from Dallas-Fort Worth. It is crunch time for so many Americans. There is still no deal in the nation's capital to help those who are struggling.
I'm going to go back and let's do it again.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Doug Dunbar reporting tonight from Dallas-Fort Worth. It is crunch time for so many Americans, but there is still no deal in the nation's capital to help those who are struggling in this severe health crisis and the economic fall it has caused. Today, the number of confirmed cases in this country, top 30,000. That is now the highest in the world. At least 400 have died. Today, the president again addressed the growing crisis from the White House.
We're working urgently with Congress on legislation to support the millions of workers, small businesses, and industries who have been hit hard by the virus through no fault of their own. Our goal is to get relief to Americans as quickly as possible so that families can get by and small businesses can keep workers on the payroll. This will help our economy, and you will see our economy skyrocket once this is over.
Tonight we have CBS correspondents from around the country and overseas. The broadcast tonight with Nicole Killian at the White House.
This package is not only aimed at helping Americans directly, businesses and hard-hit industries like the airlines, but all sides agree time is of essence.
The White House and Congress worked frantically Sunday on a massive $1 trillion-plus stimulus package.
Make no mistake about it, we'll be voting tomorrow. I mean, the wheel has to stop at some point.
The Senate tried to press ahead despite some Democrats' objections.
Here to create a slush fund for Donald Trump and
Speaker Nancy Pelosi said the House may take matters into its own hands.
We'll be using our own bill, and hopefully it'll be compatible.
Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin swift passage, noting money needs to get injected into the economy now.
The average direct deposit or check for a family of four will be approximately $3,000.
Meantime, demand continues to grow for critical supplies like masks.
And on these critical items, not only nationally, it's globally. So we ship today.
The president tweeted automakers like Ford, GM, and are being given the go to make ventilators and other metal products. But some state and local officials warned it's not enough.
If it doesn't act, people will die who could have lived otherwise.
We've learned Kentucky Senator Paul has tested positive for coronavirus and is in quarantine. The president's staff also tested positive. The spokesperson says the vice president and his wife are negative. Doug?
Nicole, thanks.
Would you like us to build you an automated...
Well, what do you think, folks? Who do you blame here? Or do you blame anybody with this stimulus package deal? Or do they really want to put a stimulus package deal out there? Or is this a stall game that both sides are playing here?
You know what?
Yeah,
I think our it's an example of how stupid and ridiculous our government system is. Just point blank, period. I mean, you see constant, it seems to be getting worse to me as time goes on. I mean, to me, the party system has been ridiculous, to be honest with you, but it has devolved worse and worse when at least I feel like at one point in time, people did care about to some degree, that they were willing to put differences aside or their own agendas aside to get to the greater good. But even now in the situation, it shows how selfish and rooted in selfishness our government is, our country is, our politicians. And for the simple fact that they can't get something passed to help people if it doesn't fit what they're trying to do for their own political agenda.
Yeah.
That is bogus. That is stupidity. And it is.
Yeah. 901-213-6020 if you'd like to leave a comment or comment on the coronavirus and the whole deal, the stimulus package situation, and also the stores that are non-essential, places that will not be open after 6 p.m. tonight. The citywide shutdown, it goes into effect tonight, according to Mayor Jim Strickland. And County Mayor Lee Harris is in agreement with this whole thing. All the city mayors of the metropolitan area, Bartlett, Germantown, Arlington, Collierville, all are on board with this whole deal. That's the right thing to do, is to shut the city down. Everybody go home. Stay off the streets. And how many people think people are going to listen to that? Really? I think they're going to listen to it because people are afraid. People are afraid right now. They don't know what's going to happen next. And, so people are afraid of the virus. But you want to be careful with anything like that. But I think it'll be foolish for somebody to say, well, just because Mayor Strickland, I don't like him, just because he said it, I'm going out anyway. Well, I mean, just because you go out, it's not going to bother Mayor Strickland. I mean, if you get out and get the virus, that'll be you. I mean, I think it's a stupid thing to say something or do something like that because you don't like the mayor. Or, well, so what? I mean, it's not about him. It's about protecting yourself. So, do we need to go home? Do they need to shut down everything? People not working? And a lot of people are probably just going to take vacation for a couple of weeks, which they've accumulated over all the years.
What though?
Yeah.
He was kind of saying, I was sitting there thinking as I read over what is considered an essential business. Jet says, America is so bleep trifling. China went on a full lockdown. Full. In huge letters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know we ain't them, but how soft must you be if you proclaim the dry cleaners as an essential business? Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Look, no, okay.
Wait.
No more beating around the bush.
Okay.
I just died.
The dry cleaners as an essential business.
Absolutely stupid. Look,
that's yeah.
You know what else is essential?
Yeah.
Let me read some of this. I read the non-essentials, right? You can't get a tattoo. You can't go to the barbershop. Stupid stuff like that.
You can't go. They don't want you to go to church.
Yeah, they don't. They didn't have that issue.
But okay.
But let me read.
Go ahead and read that. I got something else to say.
I got the official list for.
Okay.
So let's look at this. All right. Here's what you can do: research and laboratory services, hospital, walk-in healthcare facilities. You understand stuff like that. Yeah. Elder care, medical wholesale distribution. You can see the dentist.
Hold it. Wait a minute. I thought they said that was not a good thing to do, to go to the dentist because of the blood, because they're in your mouth.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I thought that was one of the things that they were
against. It's right here, essential. Also,
about dentists, going to the dentist.
No, I agree with you.
I think that's a luxury.
Well, I mean, it's important, but
I think
it ain't life or death.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
what
life.
I'm saying. You can wait on that.
Yeah. Root canals, I guess.
Though.
Grocery stores.
I've had toothache before, so I know
it is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Grocery stores are essential also, including stores that sell non-grocery items like Family Dollar, Dollar General, Walmart.
Those are non-essential.
Yeah, actually essential.
Essential?
Yeah, these are essential.
You mean Family Dollar?
Yeah. Dollar General.
Look, Dollar General are essential?
Yes, and I agree. I mean, they got everything you need in there.
I mean, Walmart and get all that stuff.
Look, well, everybody doesn't have that luxury.
Well,
you got to drive the bucket.
Okay.
Some people.
Well, I guess you can't discriminate against one business and let the others.
Yeah, if they sell the same stuff.
Sell some similar stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Auto repair shops. Okay. That's an essential.
Yeah.
Pharmacies. I get that. Convenience stores.
Not essential.
That's essential.
Is it? How?
Gas stations are. I understand that.
I mean, you could go up and get your gas and pay out a window, for goodness sake, and get gas and not go in the store. I don't get that completely. You don't have to go in the store. You can pay your gas at the window, or you can pay with your credit card at the pump.
You know what else is an essential business?
Yeah.
The liquor.
See, that's the thing.
Essential.
Listen, they say the church is non-essential. Okay, it's what they're telling you. You can stay home.
Don't go. Yeah.
Don't go to church. That type of thing. But you need your liquor. The liquor stores is an essential thing. And you know what that goes back. Well, that tells me, okay, we don't want people to be sane and sound and trusting in the Lord or going to serve. I can understand why a church could be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have all these people close up. I can understand that. I'm not against that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not. Okay? But then you have some churches that will say, why are you going to shut us down and open the liquor store? So you have all these people living together in one house. They can't tell them to go home. They're going to go get all those crazy liquors and pour them and get drunk at home. And then all of a sudden, all those memories and things that they remember about each other, what happened to each other 50 years ago, are begun to resurface. And these Negroes are going to fight. So I don't know.
Oh, man. See,
I don't know. Yeah. But anyway.
Call from
Greg, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Tuesday.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you all?
Doing great, man. How about yourself?
Are you at the essential liquor store this morning?
I haven't been to the essential liquor store, but I'm looking right at it.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
And I'm thinking right now just how essential it is.
Yeah.
I'm kind of split on how U.S. should handle this. Look, anything beyond what the U.S. and the different states and municipalities, anything else will be martial law. That's the only other way.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
We already hear the upheaval with just the hint of the word, the whisper of the word martial law, and people had already started. You see what happened? They started doing a run on the guns.
Yep.
When the first hint of martial law got started. So this country as a whole can't do all at once. Ain't no way. This country will implode.
I agree.
I mean, it'll be the next thing, probably worse than the Civil War, because you already know some of the factions are wanting it. The white supremacists are wanting martial law.
Yeah,
they are wanting that.
Mm-hmm.
The anti-gun people who are not white supremacists, nationalists, and what they want martial law because it'll give them the excuse that they want to pull out them guns.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And then you're going to see the pickup trucks with the big tires with the rebel flags, riding with 6 stupid white dudes in the back.
Well,
they want that.
The 12-pack of natural light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
or cool. You know.
Exactly. You know, singing "God Bless America." But you know, all that being said, now I know what is it? The president was talking about the National Guard being dispersed already.
Yeah,
I believe New York City.
I think at one point they were thinking about California too, because when they California, I think, is already under curfew. I think they're already
they want
on a lockdown. But see, you need National Guard to make sure we're going to stay on a lockdown.
It's a dangerous slope to go on, man.
I mean,
that's a dangerous slope to start.
It is dangerous, but you understand you're dealing with a dangerous situation here too. But the National Guard, when you talk about the National Guard, the military that is designed to protect us here in this country, the National Guard. So if the police can't protect, if people are going to disobey, get out and do what they want to do anyway, then they're asking for, to me, they're asking for
the military
to come down on them.
That's
because
not good.
They're not following the law. And they're not only are they not following the law, they're putting other people in danger by being.
But do you know? You know what that does, though? Image-wise, I'm curious what Greg thinks, though. But, like, I saw it in China. Like, you know, if people didn't quarantine themselves, I've seen a video of them grabbing women by the hair, and strapping a mask on them, and welding people in their houses. I'm like, and melting their doors to make sure they don't get out. I'm talking crazy stuff, man.
Well, see, look, people keep bringing up China. China did it, and it worked. China is a communist country.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
you're right.
Even though they were tough, Greg,
it did.
But it worked
because
it's working.
Crazy enough.
Well, it's working, but you can't do that here.
No, you can't. But
that's
people,
what I'm saying.
But people need to take a look at what China is doing to keep the street. Well, no. This is what they should look at. People they're being forced to stay off the streets by law. But here people should do the right thing. Say, okay, working by staying off the street.
Okay.
Then hey, let's follow that rule instead of following the other way where we get out there and want to fight the National Guard, the law, and everything else through this whole.
Do you think people will be willing to
fight? There are some idiots
just
out
to
there,
walk on the street.
There are some idiots out there that are going to get on the streets. I guarantee you, they're going to be on the streets, and they're going to want to fight the National Guard. They're going to want to fight the CHP. They're going to see Highway Patrol, Shelby County Sheriff. They're going to want to fight. They're going to want to do irregardless of what the situation is going on. There are some idiots out there that are
they out there fighting chips.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
And it's like, and the reason is you got people, a certain pastor that comes on 1600 in the afternoon who's talking reckless. There's like so many other conservatives.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What time does that pastor come on?
You ain't heard it from me, Bob. He comes on at 2 o'clock.
I guess I don't.
That is the truth.
I don't. Yeah. But he's still on. Okay.
I don't know. I had listened yesterday. But look, and then you have people like Alex Jones who comes on the same station in the afternoon.
Oh my God.
And and the thing, nuts like Alex Jones have a following.
Yeah.
And then you have the people the who, Trump and all this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they took that to heart. Now, even if the president has reversed his stance, they are not having it. The people that would lock, first, the only thing, they done got to Trump. No, it's hoax, blah, 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 blah. You got those. And then the main thing seems to me, is people like the Son Master, if they don't understand it, then it must be a hoax.
Yeah, but Greg,
that's the way I see it.
But Greg, don't that master that comes on afternoon on AM 1600, he have a right to be a Republican?
He has all the right in the world to be whatever he wants to be, but he's still reckless.
Reckless.
Well, let me. Well, go ahead, Greg.
I don't understand. Reckless. I mean, maybe you.
I think he's incredibly reckless, to be honest with you. But go ahead.
Not wanting to adhere to the guidelines that are put for this epidemic, for this pandemic.
Okay.
Totally in absolute denial. Absolute denial. Because the one thing he keeps saying is, this ain't nothing but the flu. He's still saying this ain't nothing but the flu. Why is this so dangerous? Where are the bodies? They ain't showing bodies. They don't show. I mean, what do you want to see a whole street lined with tar?
It's the stupidest thing. I'm gonna tell you, it's idiots like that are what make people think the church is stupid, because you got idiots like that coming out and they say things. It's there's nothing going on. I'm gonna still do this, still do that. And then you dumb end up, God forbid, coming down with something, and then you just make everybody look stupid. That is so-called, because him saying he's a so-called Christian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't stand stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can't. It sounds more like. Yeah, go ahead.
What's incredible is that he still has that this is a ploy to destroy Trump's presidency.
It's stupid.
And then people like it. I hear them. Some of my customers, they're saying it.
Yeah.
This is just a. Then you have the stupid side.
The stupid side. Yeah.
Some of the liberals that are saying, Republicans.
Yeah.
This is office. He can cancel the election. So and nobody, the hardcore people are not listening.
Yeah.
They're saying what they want to hear, and that's all they hear. That's all it's so far. Even though you had hardcore conservatives, John Hannity. He was reversed his stand.
Well, Greg, I've had somebody to tell me that this pastor made a statement about me one time when somebody asked him, "Do he have me on his show?" And
I heard him say it.
Oh, did he? Okay,
yeah.
so
that was a while back. I hadn't heard him. I don't listen to him every day, like clockwork. But I heard him say that. That was. Oh man, that was several months ago. Might have even been like in the fall of last year. But I heard him say it myself.
To me about that, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah,
is because I wanted to say something when I heard about it, but
he had these excuses why I shouldn't be on his show. This.
Well, it ain't even that. Can I jump in?
How does he know what I was doing? But
look,
Corona.
Yeah, it sounded like he had a.
Not Bologna.
Nah, he was drinking Corona along with them cigarettes. But look, all that being said, cigarettes he be smoking at the station.
20 an hour. Yeah, go ahead.
We had with. But all that being said, it's rather ironic, as he says he has all the standards about not having Bob on the show. But just think about the multiple times, Greg, and I know he's listening to our show. How many times did he call in our show in the morning? It was quite a few. And we welcomed it. It wasn't a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, as a guest in studio, multiple times.
I've had him on the show.
Also, he stole our topics. Most of the time, he didn't have a show to prepare for. When he 12 o'clock, he literally would come in, and I didn't mind it. It's
He
cool.
would listen to our show.
He said it was so good.
Make his, I don't mind that. Yeah,
no, but don't sit up here and act like
when you get up, you then and just criticize me on the air with somebody. I'm a disease or something, man. But anyway, I don't. Anyway, I'm forgetting about that. I'm good.
Yeah, but I have to give a shout out to old I was the one that asked him a couple of times about Bob being on the show.
Oh,
it was. I forget for advocating for you all, man.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to look. If only he had a computer.
He may be able to do something over here. Oh, I'm forgetful. I loved him.
Yeah. Anyway, fellas, we're gonna come through the other side on this mess, man.
Oh yeah.
I just wish people would use just deductive reasoning and common sense about what's going on. Get educated on some of the terminology that's being used, and understand why things are going on. The most infuriating part of this are the people that are asking, or saying things like, only been this many deaths. It's like, well, what is your threshold for the amount of death, that has to happen before the alarm phase?
Yeah.
They're trying to stop it from getting to that number. Anytime you're dealing with the CDC and agencies like that, right? They deal with strictly numbers of a threshold that they do need to get to. That's what they deal with. So right now they're trying to keep from reaching a certain thing.
Yeah.
Before things get completely out of control, like what's going on in Italy.
Italy is.
That's what they're trying not to do.
Hey, Greg, we got to catch this other call, man. I appreciate you calling.
Hey, good brother.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate taking my call, and I'll listen in.
Thank you, Greg.
Okay, man.
Okay.
Call from
Arnez.
Arnez.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show. Good morning on a Tuesday, Arnez.
What's up?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Just this coronavirus got everybody literally losing minds.
Mm-hmm.
People scared to blink. It's and I don't know what's worse, the way the people acting or the way that basically the messaging is being relayed. It's like nobody knows who to believe, nobody knows who to trust, nobody knows what's up or down.
Yeah.
And you got president saying one thing, you got the doctors saying another, you got the states doing one thing.
Yeah.
It's all around. And I know, like the previous caller said, I've actually called into that show that comes on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, a time or two.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because they say they say stuff that really makes no sense.
Yeah, all the time.
If we're just all the time. My main thing was, and I remember one time, why is Mike Pence, basically being leading the charge as far as the coronavirus, as far as it's basically being the point person for this.
Yeah.
Why isn't a doctor being the point person for this? Why isn't Dr. Ben of all people?
Right.
Say what you want about him, but he is a doctor. This is
absolutely.
his field.
Absolutely.
It's if you're gonna have like this, you want somebody who's familiar with the issue leading this. That's just common sense.
Yeah. Hey, to that point on this, it makes you so nervous because you have because of who you have leading the whole thing as the president, and in a lot of these press conferences, a lot of people have kind of felt good having that doctor there that was speaking and saying some things, giving different. It's okay. It seems like at least he's in the room and it's giving people him and some other up there. Lets people know, okay, as long as the president lets him do what he does, then it's okay. But now, what people are a little worried about is the president's attention is kind of getting like, okay, I hear you, but I think we just need to let people loose again, and we don't need to get to that point. Somebody needs to reel the president back in. Just got the chain or the rope or something, calm him down, and listen to the doctor. But go ahead.
Well, my thing is, I think what I fear for the doctor is that the doctor is going to end up getting fired because he's doing that the cardinal sin in this administration to tell the truth. Mm-hmm. And it's a pattern. Like anybody else goes against what the president is let go.
Bad, aren't they? Truth.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they don't. You fight the president of what he sees that you're fighting him. If you don't go, and then he looks okay. I need to get rid of you. So anyway.
Yeah, and it's scary to think about because here we are. We're in a crisis. Doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Trust me, I saw a video on Twitter last night about a minute long. This dude it's terrifying how, like, it's only a minute long. I put it on my Facebook later on, but it's terrifying how about this subject he knows, how little about this subject he even cares to try to fix and try to handle. And the thing is, like, the way I see it, the only thing that's going to, he knows that at the end of the day he's going to suffer for this. He's going to suffer for this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, got you. We got you.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna suffer for this.
Okay, you went. Okay, there you go.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna suffer because tank the economy. Like they're looking at 20 to 30% unemployment. Mm-hmm. As soon as the next quarter or whatever. And one thing you can always say about the president, he always, no matter what was going on, no matter how bad things have gotten, you can always look at the economy and say the economy is doing good. 20% unemployment is good. Unemployment is not good. And when you look at Connecticut, we normally have 3,000 to 3,500 unemployment claims a week. They have gotten as high as 2 million.
Oh wow!
Recently.
Wow.
So, and that's just one state. Mm-hmm. Imagine how it is around other states. And I've heard already of people getting laid off and everything. I'm in Mississippi. My gym just recently closed down. For how long, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But it's a scary time. And then you got people like that guy too. I don't even know his name. Mm-hmm. I don't know his name. I know I heard his voice, but I honestly don't know his name. Like, what's his name? That's my thing.
Who's that?
The guy that comes on at 2:00.
Pastor Andre guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Truth Radio Show.
Yeah, that's what he calls it. Yeah.
Well, it's his. I don't know who else's truth that is, but my thing is and even yesterday we got to this, he wanted to get into this whole debate about Obama being a Muslim and this, that, and I'm like, we're still on this over a decade later.
See, a lot of that comes from, and that's what I cannot stand, that type of mentality, man. It's almost like a slavery mentality when you think about it.
It is slavery mentality.
As a black man, when you're continuing to hammer on that, and I'm not saying all black people agree with everything Obama did. To me, but the simple fact of the matter, if you're still up here arguing about whether he's legally a citizen or is he a Muslim, which is zero evidence of any of that in then there's a serious problem, either mentally or you're just mentally. That's really it. You're just an idiot, to be honest with you. Either willingly or unwillfully.
Well, and that's the you know, you created a false reality yourself. It's like, you know, Obama's a Muslim and this, that, and the third. It's like you've created this false sense of reality. There's no evidence from a reliable source of any of this. And on top of that, it's almost like if you put the truth in their face, they don't want to believe it because they've been led so long to believe otherwise.
So now, not to switch gears, but I was just reading a couple comments. I'm curious what you think on this. I was looking at I think Mark McDonough is one of the watch parties. He's got some comments here, basically talking about the flu versus the coronavirus, and he listed some numbers. I believe this might have been from last year. Mark, if you can clarify comments, but he said in the United States there were an estimated 80,000 deaths and 900,000 hospitalizations. And I see it now. Flu during 2018 and 2019 flu season.
How many deaths?
80,000 and 900,000 hospitalizations.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So you'll know. Making it the worst flu season in at least the last 4 decades.
Okay.
So he's saying this isn't our first virus. And should this, does the coronavirus, does it make sense to shut down as many things that have been shut down because the numbers are less? What do you think about people that say those things? Yes.
I mean, it's like I try to look at it both ways because the flu is deadly. Yes, I'm pretty sure everybody knows at least one person who's died of either the flu, pneumonia, or flu-like symptoms long before coronavirus even became a thing. I do think there are aspects where the coronavirus is being completely blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, whether it's being blown out of proportion or not, it's still something that you should take with a level of seriousness.
Yeah.
And it's still, people are precautious because for one, it's known. There's no about it.
Right.
Getting tested. Nobody's getting tested for it. It's sad. Like, we're the most developed in the world, but when it comes to testing for the coronavirus and everything, we're like dead last compared to literally every other nation. And like I said, the flu, it's deadlier out there. The coronavirus you have a better survival rate, but at the same time, you still got to deal with the reality is that people are scared, people are worried, businesses are worried, politicians don't know what the hell they're doing. We're going to fix this long term. We don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know how long places are going to be closed. We don't know after all this is done or in 2 to 6 months what normal is going to look like anymore.
Yeah.
It's
mainly just the unknown.
Hey, you know what? And that's exactly what it is, and I think that's why the measure or the somewhat panic reaction of this. One, I know the flu spreads and it's continuing. I understand that, but the way this virus is kind of jumping around the world so quickly, I think that's what's freaking out a little bit. And then you add the fact that there is no vaccine or no cure. And they really don't even know a lot about the virus itself. They're still learning to try to figure out what it is and how to treat it. So with that being said, I understand it to some degree. The response is so big because you don't want all these people getting it. It's so easy to be passed, and then they don't know how to treat people yet. So if they have people down, I'd rather have an overreaction than an underreaction. I put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, because one of those things can never be too ready. And it's just, and on top of that, let's be honest, this administration, they weren't prepared for this. They were warned.
Yeah.
They were absolutely warned. love to tell Mr. Andre Guy this because he, for one, like I said, I like debating with idiots. Let's just put it like that. I think I do well when put facts in their face. They can't do nothing but.
Remember you and Black conservatives debates back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
On the show. Yeah.
On
our show, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah,
okay,
you know Arnez, yeah.
I thought he was on. Yeah, I remember Arnez. I thought you were talking about they did one on Pastor Guy's show.
I ain't studying.
Black conservative. Wait, go ahead.
It's like here's the thing. Here's one thing they fail to realize. So we work with the facts and we live with the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Here the truth is, the administration was warned about it months ago, and they did absolutely nothing to prepare. There were the senators who were warned about it. There were the senators who knew about it, and they, in the meantime, instead of trying to tell people, hey, this thing is coming, might get ready for it, or at least tell us this. They basically tried to line.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you still got senators right now, still to this day, trying to figure out a way to profit.
Oh yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Okay.
You know, selling stocks. You know, it's just one big. It's a mess.
Yeah,
There's no way.
People try to capitalize on everything, man.
Exactly, and like even some people want to blame Obama. Here's another truth. Truth is Obama had a whole pandemic response team, and Trump fired him and planned it. I'm gonna play that. Trump had wanted to fire Obama's pandemic response team. He had every right to do so.
He does.
Because you're the president, you're the new administration. Anybody who's administration, you have every right to get rid of them if you like.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the fact that he got rid of them. The fact that he got rid of them, he didn't replace them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. If he would have got rid of them and then replaced them with comparable, educated talent, then that would be fine. It's like you don't fire a quarterback and don't replace him when he's and don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's just the leadership. There's nobody leads.
Yeah.
Nobody leads leadership, and
That's true.
the sooner this ends, the better.
Arnez, you're right, man, and I appreciate the phone call. It's good to hear from.
Thank you. Good to see y'all again.
All right.
And I hope y'all don't take Clowney from us, even though it sounds like you might. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this.
I mean, we got Phillip Rivers, and $25 million. That's a lot of. We had 20 receptions and only 5 wins last season. So, I mean, we'll see. But we'll see.
All right, Arnez, call.
No problem, man. Thank you.
All right, 901-213-6020. Number to call if you'd like to talk with us before the end of the show. It is now 9:35, 35 minutes past the hour. 9 o'clock Central Time. A very pleasant good morning to you on a Tuesday morning. And Josh, there's another video that's circulating out there.
Yeah, man.
There's let me tell you something, people.
Okay.
Why are you fighting over toilet paper? Why? There's people in these stores out there, Josh. Well, we're not going to play that one first.
Well, I was going to say, with the time left, I may want to do that tomorrow because one, wasn't able to get it.
Okay. All right.
But I do have another one.
We have another clip I want to play.
Yeah.
Take a listen to this guy. This is good. Take a listen to this guy and the coronavirus.
Matter of fact, so kind of to set it up real quick. So just imagine, right? All these different people, they say they got it figured out about what is the coronavirus. There's a lot of conspiracy theories. Well, this guy, he has it figured out, and he says, I understand everything that's going on with this coronavirus.
He understands.
So, if you don't believe me, well, you're gonna he gets it, man. So y'all check it out.
Listen to this, and give us a call if you or leave us a message. Take a listen to this, folks. This is something.
Don't give it away.
This is
yeah, it's very.
Take a listen to this, and we'll be back. All right, 901-213-6020 is the number to call, and to take a listen to this, folks. Are you ready, Josh? When Josh get it pulled up there, we'll be ready to go.
It's ready.
All right, it's ready to go, folks. Take a look if you can, and if you can't, take a listen to this, and we'll be back.
Police in New Orleans clearing out breaking developments in the coronavirus pandemic.
I understand it both ways. I understand it, but everybody acting like the coronavirus is just so much big deal. Everybody scared and everything. I'm just saying, I played a hell of a joke on work. Yeah. Look, I locked the door from the outside. They was in there having lunch. I walked in the room. I said, you should have seen them in there running, trying to get out the windows out of that thing. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. They're sweating like a snowman in hell. Look, I just can't wait till you get back to the days where you can stick your somebody ass, wash your hands afterwards. You know, now you go ahead and drink a whole bottle of sanitizer before you do anything. The coronavirus ain't that damn serious. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
You really say that?
All right, Josh, do they need to hear that again? Play this.
Not really, but if you want to.
Play it again. Not that long. Folks.
Because he just seeing it with the delay.
Take a listen to this and see what this character does. Look at his head. What he's got on? What is it, a plastic bag? Grocery bag, his hat or something? Man.
Protect the owner.
Take a listen to this, folks. Be back.
Police in New Orleans clearing out Bourbon Street, breaking developments in the coronavirus.
Look, I can understand it both ways. I understand it, but everybody acting like the coronavirus is just so much of a big deal. I'm just saying, I played a joke on these people at work. Look, I locked the door from the outside. They was in there having lunch. I said, achoo! You should have seen them in there running, trying to get out the windows out of that thing. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. They was in there sweating like a snowman in hell. Look, I just can't wait till you get back to the days where you can stick your in somebody's ass and not have to wash your hands afterwards. You know, now you got to go ahead and drink a whole bottle before you do anything. The virus is damn serious, y'all. Hey, don't do that.
Oh my goodness, boy! I tell you, some folks can make something humorous out of any situation, and that was humorous. 901-213-6020 before the end of the show. If you want to get in and talk about some of the things we talked about today or something on your mind, give us a call. 901-213-6020. Josh, you know we've had so many stories and so many things and situations that have happened, and there's always been someone that were there to sound funny, look funny, talk funny, or be a character in the whole situation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Some things that are happening, and we've always had something going on where somebody would say something funny. You remember some couple of situations here in Memphis.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the comments for a second.
Yeah.
Marvin, he said, when is he coming to Chuckles, which is a comedy club in Memphis? That guy.
I like the way he said, wait a minute, hold up.
That ain't right.
I said, God.
Jet says it's hilarious. Now, Greg just had some breaking news. Greg did. He says, oh, Lord, Just got an email that my favorite that hit my cigar store is closing.
Oh, Greg.
He said this just got real, y'all.
Oh, Greg. I am so... For your sake, Greg, I am so happy.
Is that where you got that giant cigar in your profile
Greg,
picture?
What
is that?
Did you see his profile picture? Yeah. What is that?
Well, it's huge. Yeah,
it look like a
log.
Oh my goodness,
tree stump.
Oh, microphone stand broken in pieces or something.
Oh Lord, okay.
My God, Greg, that was a big cigar, son. But we're sorry, Greg, that you're but that's not essential though, Greg. I think. Well, to Greg it may be, but that's not essential. You know. Cigar.
Oh, Greg also said he was wondering, was that Unforgivable in that video that we just played? We never seen Unforgivable. So I don't know.
Wait a minute. I think I did see a...
You saw? I never saw.
I think I did see a picture of Unforgivable at one time. Don't remember, but anyway, he's a character. Josh, do you remember the few minutes we got? We could find something real fast now. The situation where something happens and then it always turns into a funny moment. Hide your kids, hide your tail.
Oh yeah, that was that guy. And that was years ago. But do you know that guy actually got real famous off of that?
Did he?
I'm talking about like he performed at the BET Awards.
You kidding me?
Like he did that because they did a remix of it that song. And this
police in New Orleans clearing out Bourbon Street.
Yeah, he did it again. Yeah. Had jumped in made some.
There was somebody else too. It was a lady that they made she was talking and
it's so many. I gotta try to think of which one.
You remember the lady that she was talking about fire or something? Oh, there's a fire.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
But then, there was talking, and then out of it, they made a song out of it. Yeah. What was that? I know what that. Remember what that was a long time ago. We were playing it on our show, but she was talking, and oh God, I forget. Look these things up so that we can, have a show that we can go back and take a look at some of the old stuff.
And I have where you can hear it, but you won't see it.
Okay.
What the people want, listen, see it. But
yeah.
In the future, I can have it where they all can see it.
Okay. Play what you got. Let's see what it sounds.
What happened with this experience? That must have been scary.
Man, it was morning. I was watching TV. Then it flashed across the TV saying bad weather in the Waller County area to 2:43 a.m. And I posted it on my Facebook page. Soon I posted on my Facebook page, Kapuya! And I looked out my door and started hitting me in my head. I had to my rescue, but then I called my mama to see what she all right.
It looks like every window on
every window in the apartment is broke. On the left side is all the front. The side is all the back bedrooms. We had a hell party at 2 o'clock this morning outside.
Tell me about about the stone.
Man, them jokers were big, size of a water dog. They were big. They were hitting hard.
You went out, isn't it, Michelle?
I opened my front door and stood out.
The news reporter, he loving this.
It was unbelievable. I had just flashed it on the TV, and then it just came like that. Man, it was a shocking. I just flashed it on the TV, and then it just came like that.
It was a shocking
on the TV, and it came like that. Kapuya, kapuya.
Across town, residents are now picking up the pieces as well. Large hailstones destroyed mobile homes, busted out windows, and car tail lights.
Tell me what happened, what you guys experienced out here. It must have been scary.
Man, it was this morning. I was up watching TV, and then it flashed across the TV saying bad weather in the Waller County area affected to 2:43 a.m. I posted it on my Facebook page. Soon I posted on my Facebook page. It said, "Kapooyah, kapooyah!" And what the hell just came in. I looked at opened my door, and I looked out my door and started hitting me. I took out running, ran to my rescue, but then I called my mama to see what she all right.
Hey, it's like every window on.
Where she go in the restroom?
And Meadowwood apartment is
ran to the restroom.
We had a hell party at 2 o'clock this morning. Everybody was outside.
You went out, isn't it, Michelle?
I opened my front door and stood out in the door and looked because it was unbelievable. Just flashed it on the TV, and then it just came like that. Man, it was a shocking. Soon I got a break, I ran to my friend house because I was at home by myself. Lights went on and everything. I got out of there.
Oh. Hailstones destroyed mobile homes, busted windows.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. We have to somehow find that.
Jokers was big.
I think
a quarter doggone.
Many said it sounded like nothing they've ever heard before.
He said, "Kapooyah, kapooyah!" Man, them jokers was big. He said, "Kapooyah, kapooyah!" And those man, them jokers was big. He said, "Kapooyah, kapooyah!" Ran to the rescue. I called my mama to see if she all right.
Let it play.
He said, "Kapooyah, kapooyah!" And those man, them jokers was big. He said, "Kapooyah, kapooyah!" Ran to the rescue. I called my mama to see if she all right. He said, "Kapooyah, kapooyah!" And those man, them jokers was
What's he run to the restroom for?
That's what I'm saying.
He took off running, ran to the restroom. All right. Them jokers big. Size of a quarter. Come on. Size of a quarter.
All right, y'all.
Come
now,
on.
If some of y'all don't know what we talking about. Now, Greg, I see Greg with all the laughing. Look, this is like a real throwback. If you followed the show for a long time, you know about the song.
Oh.
And that instance with Kapooyah lady.
Yes. Yeah, so.
Yeah, see how old this is really old.
Yeah, that's really. Them jokers were big. Size of a quarter, doggone.
This song got 2 million views.
The way she said them jokers were big. I thought she was going to talk about baseball, softball size hell. But it was size of a quarter. Doggone.
I'll be doggone. Them jokers were big. Size of a quarter, doggone.
I'll be doggone. Quarter.
Look.
All the went into explain that how big they were, and they were only the size of a quarter.
Look. They wasn't a
quarter. Yes.
A quarter, doggone. Size of a quarter.
Gosh. But at any rate, hey, it is now 9:50. 1 minutes past. Yeah.
So you put this dude in that category?
What's that?
The New Orleans man.
New Orleans man. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this was overwhelming. I mean, yeah, the New Orleans guy. I put him in the same category as these things. These are funny, things about subjects and things that come up, and so the coronavirus. This guy kind of fits into that and makes a
well, I guess you some
money out of it. I guess
something to laugh. Hey,
run him again. Yeah. Run this again about the coronavirus. Let's
breaking news.
news, folks.
Here it is.
Here it is.
Breaking developments in the pandemic.
Look, I can understand it both ways. I understand it, but everybody acting like the coronavirus is just so much of a big deal. Everybody scared. I'm just saying, I played a hell of a joke on these people at work.
Yeah.
Look, I locked the door from the outside.
We have to get it together there.
Yeah, because I ain't got nothing to do. But it's,
that's something else
with
with the video.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to play it over again. Hopefully it'll go all the way. Whenever
They having lunch in the room. I said,
yeah, let me start over.
Police in New Orleans clearing out Bourbon Street. Breaking developments in the coronavirus pandemic.
Look, I can understand it both ways. I understand. Everybody acting like the coronavirus is so much of a big deal. Everybody scared and everything. I'm just saying, I played a hell of a joke on these people at work.
Yeah.
Look, I locked the door from the outside. They was in there having lunch. I walked in the room. I said, achoo. Seen them in there running, trying to get out the window with that thing. I said, oh, wait a minute. Something ain't right. They was in there sweating like a snowman in hell. Look, can't wait till you get back to the video and somebody and not have hands afterwards. You know, now you gotta go ahead and drink a whole bottle of sanitizer before you do anything. The coronavirus is not that damn serious, y'all. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
He had this spray bottle ready. Whatever was in that spray bottle. When that, I don't know.
You know, look, the dude gonna say it ain't
Pine Sol or something.
He gonna say it ain't that serious. Then the man cough.
Yeah.
He sprayed the man. Boy.
All right, that's gonna do it for us today, folks. Thanks for all your phone calls. Thanks for your Facebook messages. Thanks for listening on what's that called? Spreaker app. Thanks for listening there as well, and all your comments. Appreciate you for that. And so, hey, whatever you do, folks, be careful. After 6 p.m. today, the mayor says, everybody go home. After 6 p.m. today, stay off the streets.
The mayor says,
go home.
Stay your tail in the house.
The liquor stores will be open.
Yeah.
The church will be closed. Anyway, but a lot of churches, seriously, a lot of churches will be streaming their services. So you can take a look at some of the services streaming wherever you're going and whatever you're doing.
Oh, so, and Greg's cigar shop.
And Greg's cigar shop. It's not easy. Greg, sorry about that.
I feel for you, man.
Hey, it's been a great day today. Again, thanks for all you listening. We'll see you next time. Talk Back Live with Bob
and Jack.
Have a wonderful day.
You're listening to Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh. Talking about current events and topics that matter.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with Tennessee Highway Patrol. Pedestrian safety is a two-way street. Both drivers and walkers need to do their part to keep roads safe. When you're walking, remember, the drivers may not always see you, so remember to use these tips to continue to walk safe. Wear bright clothes. Always use crosswalks and obey signs. Lights and reflectors should be used. And finally, keep alert and do not walk distracted. This message is brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol.